All right, it's very disheartening that the whole people of Upper East, that's the Bawku district, because of the conflict going on between two tribes, the Mamprusis and then the Kusasis. The people of that vicinity are all low in the dump, which me talking about this today, it's very, very like sad for me because we are a peaceful country and then we have to maintain that kind of peace heights in our country. But you know, all this while, if you know the story about Bawku and then the conflict over the chieftaincy and whatever going on with the killings, with the conflict, with the curfew being set up for the years back, last year a peace was settled among these two tribes from the like our leaders in the country. But all of a sudden this year, a lot of news started coming up gradually, where we lost a police officer, a female police officer, some few months ago, with gunshots from the civilians of that vicinity in the Bawku district. Recently, issues also come up that 5 or 3 soldiers lost their lives, which I'll be reading the news to you from. This one particularly is from 3news.com. Yes, this one particularly is from 3news.com, which I want to read more about it for you. Yes. The news is more. The news is more, which if I want to touch on all of them, most people, some have been appeared in court, some are also been arranged for, like some are also in prison, which I want to talk about it. Soldiers injured in Bawku clash reportedly airlifted to 37 military hospital. Some 3 military officers who were caught up in a shootout with some residents of Bawku, a suburb of Bawku in the Upper East region, have been airlifted. Okay, so it's the Upper East region, not the Upper West. Okay, thanks for that correction. Have been airlifted to the 37 military hospital in Accra. They are said to be critically injured. 7 persons are feared dead following Wednesday dawn crossfire. It is unclear that what caused the incident, but many suspected it was due to the shooting of death of a military officer in the recent disturbances in the volatile town. The soldiers therefore allegedly stormed the town Wednesday dawn and burned down several houses. Hundreds of residents are said to have fled to adjoining major communities like Pusiga, Garu, Tampani, and Bunduri. But to me personally, if possible, that something like this happened and then a soldier has been shot, soldiers don't have that kind of mandatory responsibility to go to that kind of community to go and burn down their houses. Maybe they don't have that kind of authority. They have to have that kind of rule from the minister of forces or whatever I'll call it, like the security forces or maybe the president. And then you doing that, what are you trying to imply? I hope you understand. If you are trying to do that, you have the power as a military person going to a town that is always in conflict. You trying to go and do that, meaning you are trying to ignite the fire in them that, oh, okay, fine. The people that are supposed to put us back to our feet, these are the same people that are burning our houses. You know, those people too, they are people that are personally, they have their kind of weapons and then they don't fear death. Like they don't fear to fight. They are always ready to do whatever they want to do. So if you are going there, instead of you personally to go and resolve the issue, or because they shot a member of the army clan and then you are going to burn down houses, this is very, very like disheartening, which maybe I don't want to talk about it much. But it's an advice. Maybe the Security Council of our leaders should stick to this and then advise our military officers who are involved in this. Because if 3 people are being shot and then they are transferred to this place, how many civilians are going to die? And how many soldiers are we expecting to lose again? Because the more this thing is happening, the more troops will be going there. And then since the civilians know that, okay, fine, it's a gunshot like exchange which is coming to happen, they are also going to be prepared for all these things. So personally, to me, the soldiers have to be more like being a peaceful people to this. And then I'll be showing a video over the whole thing that happened. But before we go, let me give you this story before we showed a video and some few pictures. Which after this is just an update I'm giving you, because we have a couple of people from that town, that community, that will be sitting with on our social updates discussion table, which will be discussing with them. They will join us. They are eyewitnesses. They know what happened. They know what transpired between the civilians and then the soldiers. And then people also have families over there. They also have their victims. Like their family are also victims of those who are injured and those who are dead also. But before we go, let's say this. To the story that I told you about the lady who died, let's talk about the Bawku conflict. This one, I'm reading it to you personally. Some time ago, the Upper East Regional Secretary Council banned the riding of motorbike by both sexes in the Bawku municipality. The wearing of smokes was also banned, where authority indicated that the native hide ammunition in them. So it came to a point where they hide, they ban all these things, because the town of being a conflict town, people use weapons, guns to hide in their stuffs, and so they ban all those stuff. In a press statement signed by the Regional Minister Stephen Yakubu, the Regional Coordinating Council noted that its directive stems from the violent nature, from the volatile nature of security in the local. The violence came after the attempt to perform a final funeral rite of a chief. So with this personally, I think the Peace Council, yes, this is the main council I want to talk about. The Peace Council of Ghana needs to come together. I mean, all the security forces in Ghana, and then our Peace Council, the chief, the Regional House of Chiefs also has to come together with the police, the head of police, the army, the migrations, and then, yes, that's how I'm talking about. So all these people has to come together and then sit to talk to these people, because the more this kind of genocide is going on, because to me personally, this is a genocide going on in our own country. So since this thing is going on, this can lead to a bigger death or a bigger war in the country. Because since it's between the Mamprus and then the which one again? Is it the Mamprus and then the Kusasis? Yes, the Kusasis and then the Mamprusis. Maybe they also have loved neighbors which would love to join them if they are defeated, or maybe they are doing now. And then even the Burkinas are also having their own fights over there, and then all of these people, they are one. So if this thing is going on and then maybe they join hands together, then we should, if we don't take time, things that will be happening will be more distracting and whatever. On this note, I leave you. Watch the video, but make sure that you like this video, comment, share, and then subscribe, and then click on the notification button so that Wednesday or maybe within the week, yes, within next week, we will be sitting on our discussion table, and then we will discuss this so that we get more evidence and we know what transpired truly in this case at the Upper West region. Yes, that's it. I mean, since I'm being confused with the Upper West and the Upper Agency, the Upper East region, which we have our reporter over there who will be joining us, and we have witnesses, eyewitnesses, and then families that also lost their family members, or maybe their loved lives, and also in this case will also be joining us so that we discuss this. So on this note, call me Preciously, the Slave Blogger. You already know their name, and then that's the best thing you have to do. Click on the notification button so that the video we will post, you'll be the first person to watch right there. Watch the video. Don't forget to subscribe. I'm out.
They should bring him down. Oh, Bono!